One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Georgia Tech's offense takes the field. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's King. Good timing on the quick out. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Patterson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Finds him in by himself. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Yellow Jackets look to do some damage in the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Third down
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught over the middle. It's Rivers. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Kansas State's offense has the ball for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yet defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Play of the period, first down here. To the air on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Bradley. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Johnson looking to throw. He's got his man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Wildcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Georgia Tech had great moments a season ago. Now to look for consistency, and to do that, Brent Key has certainly bolstered the talent on this roster.
He has, and one thing Brent Key is always preaching is physicality and dominance, especially in the trenches. So that's an area, David, I expect Georgia Tech once again to be really good.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch them, their offense really evolve, and they've done a great job with blending different types of offense with a running quarterback, and it's a fun offense to watch.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's King. The short hands, it's Haynes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll toss it to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Forced out of the pocket. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That brings him to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Coming out with it, it's Edwards. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Johnson wants to throw it. The short hands, it's Brown. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Handoff to the single back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Catch in the middle. It's Brown. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Edwards. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Not the 2nd half start they'd hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Now he's going to break the pocket. Looking for room at the 30. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Gets it out quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense, it just gave you a good stop. They need another one for you.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Quickly to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Bradley. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tries to do it himself on the draw. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And they're looking for a 4th quarter lead, and they'll need a touchdown to do it. 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Kansas State! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
Just an extra point away from taking the lead late. And he knocks it through, and they take the lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside the spot. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the ground with the back. Slithers into space. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Wildcats! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13.
That makes the score. Kansas State 21, Georgia Tech.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off play action. action on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rutherford. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
I got to tell you, I love the thought on offense. You want to get one of the fastest players in the country the ball in space, see if he can break one, make you a big play in a 2-minute situation. That's just a better job tackling by the defense. They practiced that all week, and it shows up big here late.
To the air, it's King. He's got his man across the middle. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
As a quarterback, you've got to be precise when throwing these corner routes. You cannot leave the ball short or that thing is getting picked. So nice job by the QB, putting enough air under the ball to give his wide receiver a chance.
And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Rutherford. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Got it in the middle, it's Haynes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Yellow Jackets started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He gets it in! He gets it in! No time on the clock, and they're down by 2, and they've still got a chance.
And this hometown crowd is going absolutely crazy. The touchdown ties it up. No time on the clock. They need a 2-point conversion to send it to overtime. No doubt this team right now is feeding off of the energy of the home crowd.
Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
The Yellow Jackets, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Gonna run it. It's Haynes.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They strike first here in overtime. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved.
No
shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Huge third down to keep the drive alive. They need a touchdown on this possession. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he gets it out past the sticks. It'll be first down for Kansas State.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Wildcats! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And the extra point is good.
Kick is good. That ties the game.
We play on first down here in the second overtime period. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. In the red area, it's Edwards. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Keeps it on the draw. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here. Nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but, man, did he do it right there.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Striving for the goal line. Loose football. The ball goes out of bounds through the end zone. It'll be a touchback and a turnover for this offense. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now they take the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost to you.
Let's see what they have on 3rd down as they want to make sure they keep this in makeable field goal range. Dropping back, it's Kane. He's got it on the move. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Go straight ahead. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. They want to throw it. Fires to the tight end. They can't convert. That short yardage, condensed area, nobody got the 2, and we play on. Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this 2-point try. Looking to throw. They are stopped on the 2-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. Now this 2-point conversion attempt for the win. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And another answer. We're